I'm a stop motion animator, and today I'm going to be going head to head against AI to see who can create a better animation. For the first animation, we're going to start off really simple. What I want to do is have Steve walk up to a chest and open it. Then a creeper sneaks up behind him and explodes. Oh yeah, I also want to animate the foliage moving in the wind because Minecraft totally has wind. But right now I don't have a set built up, so let's go ahead and fix that. Alright, now that we've got a pretty good looking set built up, we can get animating. One thing I forgot to mention is I have to make the animations exactly 5 seconds long, because the AI can only do 5 seconds at a time, unless I wanted to buy a subscription, which I don't. No, it's not. Shut up. Here's the result of the first animation. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how this first animation turned out. The one thing I will say is I probably could have animated a better creeper explosion, but it is what it is. Alright, let's turn this into AI. The app I'm going to be using for these animation is known as Kling AI. Here's how it works. You upload your starting frame, create a short prompt, Steve turns into an ultra-realistic hamburger, and click generate. And after about a minute or so of generating, you receive your masterpiece.
Hamburger.
Alright, let's write the actual prompt now. So I got the prompt written all out and let it generate. Here's the result. Okay, that was actually pretty good. One problem a lot of models tend to have is keeping the animation consistent. A video by Nonstop Animation really showcases how inconsistent it can be. But that's straight up not a problem here. Bro, look at the wolf animation! That thing is near flawless! Steve walk cycle kind of reminds me of when I first started making 3D animations, so I definitely have AI beat on walk cycles. For now, at least. And the creeper, well, yeah, the creeper's just really goofy. Let's go on to a more challenging animation.
The next one I want to do is I want to have Steve just do like a backflip. I want to see how the AI, I think this one's just going to struggle with. I'm going to use this rig right here to make him jump and do backflip.
So I started this animation off by having Steve jump up and down once, making sure to utilize proper ease in and ease out techniques to make it as smooth as possible. Next I animate Steve running backwards, then he runs forwards and jumps into the backflip. Now that the animation is done, let's review the results. I like everything about this animation, except the backflip itself. But we'll come back to that later. Let's see what AI can come up with. Alright, so here's the prompt that I put in. Steve jumps up and down once, walks to the tree, then runs forward and does a backflip. Generate. Are you kidding me? It's insufficient! Oh my gosh. Not a word. Well, I guess I'm buying credits. $1.19 later, we received our animation. Here's the result. One thing I immediately noticed is that it animated the base plate when Steve jumped off of it, which is kind of crazy that it's accounting for the weight of Steve. And the run cycle was significantly better. As for the backflip though,
The backflip was terrible. Mine wasn't even that good, and that one was just worse.
even though I had managed to make a better backflip animation than AI, I was pretty sure I could do a lot better. So let's try that again. This time I'm only going to be focusing on the backflip. So after a quick 10 minutes of animating, I had the new and improved version. That's a little bit better. But if I want to stay ahead of AI, I'm gonna have to do a lot better than that. So I began animating a third backflip. And this time I took more frames than I probably needed. That way, if it was too slow, I could delete specific frames and just retime the whole animation. Here's the results. Much better. Alright, now we're getting to the most challenging animation of them all. A fight scene between Steve and a piglin. And yes, I know this isn't accurate to Minecraft because he would be zombified in the overworld, but I just thought it would be cool to have an axe versus sword fight. I started by animating the piglin jumping towards Steve, but of course the first take was pretty bad, so I ended up scrapping it and starting over. This time I made sure to put the characters a bit further away from the camera so I'd have more room to animate the piglin charging Steve. Once Steve had been attacked, I animate the piglin walking towards him while spinning his axe. Let's see AI do that. After the piglin tries to stab Steve once more, he gets up and quickly chops the piglin down. Here's the results of the animation. The only thing I dislike is gonna have to be the initial pan. Everything else turned out pretty dang good. Next I gave Kling the starting frame as well as a prompt and let it generate.
This is what it ended up giving me. What? Well, I mean, you know, I told it to twirl his axe, but he didn't really twirl his axe. Okay, this is probably the worst one it's given me.
In fairness to AI, maybe I didn't describe the action very well, or it's just bad. Yeah, I think I want to go with it just being bad. Now for the last animation. I want to push AI to its limits. I want to make it as realistic as possible. Up until this point, I had only been giving it a start frame. Now I want to try giving it 3 different reference frames. I want to see just how consistent I can get this animation to be. Without any further delay, I'll let Past JB explain more.
So, this was going to be the Herobrine one, and for the Herobrine one, there's going to be like a portal that just shows up. He's going to walk out, and then he's going to walk into fog. I think I actually did a little bit of more set design for this. So, with set design being said, was that a good transition? Did it look cool? Editor me, tell me, was it a good transition? So I think we start with like a slow zoom in, then another portal appears, and then Mr. Brian steps out. I think that's a good idea.
As I began animating, I kind of scrapped the whole Herobrine disappearing into the fog and just decided to have him walk off screen.
So, that is the animation. Now we gotta go into my other computer and get everything composited and then run it through the AI and see how that goes.
Alright, so here we are on the other computer. What we gotta do now is open up our editing software and get this set up. Now, if you've watched my Minecraft movie video, you'll be familiar with how much of a pain it is to move 8 points every single frame, so the eyes look like they're actually tracked properly? Yeah, that took about an hour. Here's the final result. Overall, I think I did a pretty good job. I'm very curious to see how the AI will interpret this. So let's grab our 3 reference frames, throw it to Kling, and see what it comes up with. Okay, so this is what AI was able to do. Ooh, okay. The walk animation is not very good, but aside from that, it's very consistent. I don't really like how the camera angle goes. The nether portal kind of pops out of the ground. It's trying to create Minecraft music as well, which is interesting. And that is all the animations. Overall, it's still not great. Probably a year from now, it will be just unrecognized, undetectable, because it's pretty good right now. But a year from now, you probably just won't be able to tell. In all honesty, looking back at this, I think it's probably going to be closer to 2 to 3 years before it's completely undetectable. There's still some telltale signs that it can be AI. So yeah, AI is getting scary good. I was still able to animate better than AI pretty much every single time, but it's getting really close to replacing stop motion animation. But for now, before it becomes completely undetectable, I'm just going to do what I always do and ignore the problem. Good luck, future JB. You're gonna need it. And that's the video. Let me know down in the comment section below which animation was your favorite. I also want to give a massive shout out and thank you to Nonstop Animations for letting me essentially clone his video. Bro, if Nonstop would have been like, nah man, you can't take inspiration from my video, I don't know what I would have done, honestly.